Even if you had two wines at the beginning. But they weren't together on the table when you said Baruch Gofen. The Baruch and Hasheni, and you have to say on the second one, Hatov HaMeitiv. Avon Hoshtem, the fun of Shulchan, but both are with him on the table at the beginning. Ein Mavorech Hatov HaMeitiv. You don't say it's Hatov HaMeitiv, and the Baruch Gofen Mavorech Alam Shubach. You make one bracha of Baruch Gofen on the better wine, lift out as a Gura, which then exempts the inferior wine. Because the concept of Hatov HaMeitiv would only be when you've had one and you're going to have another, and the second one is better. Yod base. Ein Mavorech Hatov HaMeitiv in Yesh Oid Leyan Rishon. There has to be some of the original wine left. Right, so Nishtos is a Sheni Mishum Shinu Yain. And the reason why you want to have the second one is because of Shinu Yain. You're having a new wine. It shows again bracha of Hashem that you've now got the opportunity to have a new and better wine. But if the reason why you're having the second one is just because the first wine is now run out, that's why Mavina Sasheni bringing a second wine. Ein Mavorach and Allah, don't make the bracha of Hatov HaMeitiv. Yod Gimel. Ein Mavorach and Hatov HaMeitiv ela kashesh achei. Only say Hatov HaMeitiv when there's somebody else with you. Shaisa Gam Kain Mishta Yenis, also enjoying having two kinds of wine. This is the implication of the bracha. Hatov, that Hashem has done good now for him, the person now making the bracha. Meitiv, and also has done good for others, that's the idea of the bracha. In other contexts as well, we find a similar situation when you would say Hatov HaMeitiv. But then in Ishtai, one of Imai, even if it's his family that are with him, is still within that permitted category of making the bracha Hatov HaMeitiv, if considered to be other people. But if he's having the extra wine on his own, Ein Mavorach, he doesn't make the bracha. Yod Daled. And a visitor who is dining with his host, if the Balabais puts the container, the bottle, or the decanter on the table, so that anyone can take whenever they want, as we do at large meals, wedding meals, etc. It's considered that the wine is owned by everybody. It's considered that it's jointly owned and jointly to be used. We make the bracha of Hatov HaMeitiv, which, as we've just explained, means that it's beneficial to him, the person making the bracha, and others as well. So if each person simply gets a kais, a cup of wine, of his in front of him, even if the second kais superior, you still don't make the bracha Hatov HaMeitiv, because they're not sharing the wine. It's not a joint effort. It's not jointly being owned or used. Each one has his own separate kais, and that therefore you don't make a Hatov HaMeitiv. But even if the balabais does not make the bracha, since he is not sharing the wine with anybody else, by implication of having each one having a separate kais. Test Bob. One person can make the bracha to be motzi other people that also have the requirement to have to say the bracha. How did that be? Say first of all, Savri. The idea of Savri is to summons people to listen, should answer Amen. She to be fulfill the mitzvah of saying this extra bracha with his bracha. This only applies when each one has his kais. Shita miyad, when you can taste the wine straight away. So there's no interruption between the bracha and drinking it. Tesva. If you say Birchas Hamazon, and really, as we know, the proper way to do Birchas Hamazon is with a kais. So now, when they bring the kais to have Birchas Hamazon, that wine, Birchas Hamazon, is a better wine than the first wine that you had during the meal. Nevertheless, you don't have to say Hatov HaMeitiv on this wine. Because you've already been yotze this in tefillah, right? In Berachas Hamazon, when you've said Hatov HaMeitiv, because later on in Berachas Hamazon you say the words Hatov HaMeitiv, the clear understanding being Hashem has made it nice and good for us and for others as well, and therefore by saying it there, you have actually covered the requirement Hatov HaMeitiv, which has arisen as a result of having the extra wine, the special wine, to say Berachas Hamazon.